Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Muhammad Asim. I'm working as DevOps engineer. In this video, we are going to cover the fourth part of our CICD through the GitHub actions and the code deployment of AWS. And we are going to deploy all the stuff automatically on EC2 instance. And the versioning of our application is going to be automatically done. So I'm on the fourth part. In this part, what I'm going to do is to create one ECR repository. So navigate to the ECR section. I will show you that we are going to create one ECR repository. So navigate to the Elastic Container Service. From here, we are going to navigate to the ECR, which is the Elastic Container Registry Service. So simply click the repositories. So here I'm going to click. Here I'm going to create one repository, which is the private repository. Okay, so let me create one repository here for our Docker containers, and we are going to push and the builds of our Docker images from GitHub action into this particular repository. So I'm going to enable the scanning of images, and that is it. So create the repository. Okay. So this is the URL of our repository. If I navigate to my steps, I'm going to copy the URI, and also I'm going to update my application.zip folder or code deploy zip folder. So first I'm going to simply update my code deploy zip. So let me show you what I mean by that. So I have existing zip which I'm going to delete. So if you download the repository, you will have one zip. So you have to update that particular zip, excuse me. So what I'm going to do is to simply update this bash script. Let me show you that what I mean. So I'm going to give the URI of the Elastic Container Registry. So if I open this in my VS Code, you will see this is the URI I was talking about. So I'm going to update this. So this is the URI, and I'm going to paste it here, and simply the tag is going to be automatically fetched, and it is going to be the latest tag. So simply press Ctrl X, and that part is done. So but what there is one thing left with regard to the conversion from DOS to Unix, because I'm using the Windows. So make sure that I should use this command in my bash terminal. So let me just open one bash terminal here, git bash. Okay, so if I navigate to this particular directory, and if I navigate to the code deploy, I have this apps.shell. So what I'm going to do is to simply convert this into Unix format. You see, it says it is converting. So this is done as well. So what I'm going to do is to simply make a zip of this one, and everything with regard to the code deploy is concerned, I have to show you. Let me open this directory in VS Code, so I will be able to explain that how code deploy is going to do the stuff for us with regard to the automated deployment of our application. So I'm going to drag this here. Okay, so as I told you that excuse me, update shell is This is not our concern, so leave it. So we are currently working on this one, code deploy. So as far as the app.shell, as I told you that you have to update the ECR repository here. So we have already done that. So what it is going to do is it is going to launch a container inside our EC2 instance. And with regard to the app spec YAML, so it is saying that this is a source slash and destination is going to be slash root slash app, which means that on destination on EC2 instance, it is going to create one folder in slash root, uh, which is going to be app folder or directory, and in that particular directory our script app dot shell is going to be run. So as far as the code deploy dot shell, you don't have to think about this in this video because I've already covered this in my first part. So this is done with regard to the code deploy sub. I've already zipped the particular directory, and now I'm going to create one S3 bucket. Let me put this guy here, and let me create one bucket, and the bucket name is going to be let's say call this CloudGeek CA-app. So if I navigate to the S3 section in my US East 1 region, I'm going to create one S3 bucket, and I'm going to put that particular zip in that particular bucket. So also I'm going to create one directory there, and I'm going to call that code deploy. So this is the bucket name, and I'm going to enable the versioning. Okay, is the default. This is the versioning, and I'm going to create bucket. Click on the create bucket. Okay, so this part is done. Okay, what I'm going to do is to navigate into that particular S3 bucket, and I'm going to create one directory here. Okay, so click on the create directory, and the directory name is going to be this one. So code deploy, and in that particular directory, I'm going to put this zip. I've already shown you what parts are included in that particular zip folder. So okay, so I'm going to upload. Click on the upload, click add file, and add this zip folder into that particular section. So this is done. So what I'm going to do is to navigate to our fourth part. So the fourth part is completed. In the fifth part, I'm going to navigate to my GitHub section. Guys, this is the end of this video. If you like the video, please like, share, and subscribe. You have to follow all these steps which I am doing. So your concept with regard to the automated deployment on the code deploys are going to be very clear on EC2 instance. Thank you. Have a nice day.